these writings could be of import.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty. If the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the godsway's hold. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. I bid you take it. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Batali Palace. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Batal. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration.
delights might there be to find in town?
I'm in fine fettle today.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. What should I get up to today?
Come to think of it, might we not consider bringing a sorcerer into our party?
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. 'Twas stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell is you travel quite a bit. Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulve? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
It seems this Jadeite Orb is in high demand. 2 people have asked us to find it now, but only one of them can have it. Now we should be able to transport ourselves here at any time, so long as we've a ferry stone with us.
So, we meet again. Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Hope to see you again. Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see that... Ah! I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
to think of it.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it. Hope to see you again.
Oh, a forgery, eh? This should prove interesting. I look forward to seeing what you do with it.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing.
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to... You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. And so we shall go to verify the orb's come. I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here. He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This, my partners, shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory. And I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should.
Is this where you've been all this time? It is rather far from where we agreed to meet up.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Need anything? Mayhap I can help, sir. Hope to see you again ere long.
Some of us get... What am I supposed to do about it?
Wonder if there's any easy words to
This is no good. Can't let myself get... It falls on me to resolve that. I'm nodding off where I stand.
Have a gander at my wares. Pleasure doing business. Have a gander at my wares. If you see aught you like, best buy. Hope to see you again here.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay. Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I fear we have done Sir Rotholf an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature...
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way and put them up for me, all pretty like. I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I...
Mayhap the flower beds will offer some clue as to Roger's whereabouts.
I'm scared. What's going on? I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings? Right, I see. That's a relief.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for saving me.
Perhaps a journey to...
Greetings, sir. We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have... Impressive! Go on, have a look. Place the more...
Follow me.
What am I supposed to do? If only I were 30 years younger.
Childboy's got to be in the thick of things, mate.
I'm still waiting on that report.
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it?
Could you come over here?
Someone help me!
Seems someone is in need of our aid. One can never be owed too many favours, I say.
I've a pressing duty to which I must attend.
A friendly face at last. I cannot thank you enough for your aid, sir.
If I might be so bold as to impose upon you again, would you be willing to accompany me to the cenotaph and safeguard me from harm? I fear there are none else to whom I can turn, and if this is not done, the road through these grounds shall fore'er remain impassable. Pray, will you—
Oh, thank you! I am in your care, sir.
We are to safeguard Sir Oscar to the cenotaph. Shall we be off?
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Come to think of it, it is difficult to forget all that occurred at the coronation. What baleful art could grant one other than the Arisen control over pawns? Soldiers of bone! Wish me to return? At once, Master. place still has its secrets. Surely 'tisn't your intention to leave them undiscovered, Master?
Oh, 'twasn't an easy journey. But all that remains is to ring the bell. I only pray it works. That should do it, eh? My humblest thanks, sir. I swear I'll never shirk this sacred duty again.
I'd fain reward you for your aid. Heaven knows you've earned it. But oh, perhaps you'd accept this key for your troubles. I happened upon it on our way here. I suppose it must unlock something on this battleground. Still, surely it must be grand, as the key is of such ornate make.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How might I... be of service? The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Always a pleasure.
Now we should be able to transport ourselves here at any time, so long as we've a ferry stone with us. This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat.
Merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates! So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Go on through.
What to make of this?
May the heavens.
I'm starving, I am.
Speaking of which, the port crystal is set, but we'll have need of a ferry stone should we seek to make use of it.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return of your own volition. This is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmaster's burrow in Backbatal. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek. Farewell.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. I seem to
Can it be you are lost, Arisen One? The path to the dragon has many turns, but I can illuminate the way ahead if you so desire. I know only that which is already clear, that the origins of this artifact can be traced to Batal. This meeting shall not be our... Can it be you are lost? The path to the dragon has many turns. You will find the path you ought to follow inscribed herein. Would you know the fate of another? This meeting shall not be our last, Arisen One.
Could you come over here? This has no bearing on our current conversation, but might I say, might we not consider bringing a sorcerer into our party?
Well done, Arisen One. You have seen through my deception and divined my location true. This is for you. I know only that which is already...
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed. Bye, mate.
What an exhausting day it's been.
What business have you here? Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while. Shut.
This way, if you please, Master. Good. We're here.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this, then. Simply show it to one of the sentries, and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
This tavern is open to travelers of all persuasions. Aye, even pawns. So long as they've coined for their ale. Well, I'll be. Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares?
Come to think of it, I long to make things right after what transpired at the coronation.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
These writings could be of import.
You! 'Twas you who fanned the flames of insurrection and aided the villagers in their flight. Soldiers, apprehend this renegade. The Queen Regent shall have her justice.
Utter rot. This cannot be happening.
Weakhorns are mere travellers from beyond the rift. What cause have the Batali to regard us with such...
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complain...
I have no issue falling asleep, even... Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off? And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings? I suppose I ought mention this as well. By my eye, you lack surety in your step. Not to worry, you'll find your feet in time, I'm sure. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Another dogged adventurer come to take my life. Many have tried, and as you can plainly see, all have failed. I would abandon any such fool ideas if I were you. After all, that which is won by brute force is apt to be lost to the same. Perhaps I might interest you in a game of wits instead. I set before you a simple task. Solve my riddles to satisfaction. Should your answers please me, I will bestow upon you the contents of yon chests. If so, take your place and we shall begin. Your resolve is commendable. The fool beholds a sage in the mirror. The sage a fool. Which is it you see, I wonder? Our eyes are our allies, yet oft do they betray, for eyes tell lies. So I advise, and thence do lead astray. Yet, how will your eyes advise you? Venture through yonder door, and retrieve that which is of greatest value.
Good to see you, Master.
Come to test your wits. Yet, how will your eyes advise you? Venture through yonder door and retrieve that which is of greatest value. So, this is your choice? The greatest worth your eyes descried? Indeed, this is what I sought. Your eyes see true. No greater worth can there be than that found in simplicity. As promised, I shall bestow upon you a prize. Collect it from yon chest and take this phial too. Its purpose I shan't divulge. How you use it is up to you.
Not bad, all things considered.
Come to test your wits. Love is as twin to madness, they say. They are bound fast, as night is today. So bring forth your most beloved to me, that I might gauge the depth of your insanity.
Seems a bit hasty to take up our...
Come to test your wits. Love is as twin to madness, they say. So bring forth your most beloved to me. Love is as twin to... So bring forth your most beloved to me. Come to test your wit. Love is as twin to madness. So bring forth your most beloved to me, that I might... Is this your most beloved you bring before me? Well, well. Very good. Not half bad. Yet only one you bring? I thought you capable of more. A promise made, a promise kept. And so I shall open for you a chest.
Well, well, colour me surprised.
Come to test your wits. The parent knows the child, yet the reverse is far from true. I am a lost child, for kinship do I yearn. So bring to me my parent, that I might better learn. Come to test your wits. The parent knows the child. I am a lost child. So bring to me my parent, that I might better learn. And you claim this to be the parent I seek. Indeed, you are correct. All is in the name. You have proven your wits, and so I shall bestow upon you a prize. Collect it from your...
Or is that?
Come to test your wit. Life is an enigma, a lender of mortal debt. Yet lighter pack makes fleeter foot, and challenge nimbly met. So grant to me what you most prize, and thence elude your ponderous demise. So, this is your prized possession? Do you consent to give it to me, knowing that it may never be returned? Well, well. Very good. That's the spirit. Such generosity deserves a reward, methinks. Why don't you take a peek in yon chest? Come to test your wits. Is ever the first we keep fond in our breast, and ever the first that eclipses the rest? You know of the Seeker's tokens, I trust. Those keepsakes of a fondly remembered journey. Yet where was it that you found your first? Retrace your steps if you can. You might make a new discovery. 7 days, shall we say, ere you return? May your journey be a pleasant one. Can it be? Is that bewilderment I see writ upon your face? Then you are fortunate indeed, for few joys compare to the first steps taken in pursuit of a newfound quest. Seek a seeker's token, and mayhap you will find something more. 7 days, shall we say, ere you return? May your journey be a pleasant one. Come to test your wits. Few joys compared. Seek a seeker's token. Ah, I see I needn't have worried. Well sought and well found. I trust it was a pleasant jaunt. As promised, you shall have your prize. Look for... 5 riddles have I posed, and 5 answers have you given. Perhaps you expected more, but I'm afraid that's that. Though constant this world may seem, in truth, all is in flux. And so, the time has come for me to fly. If you are not yet satisfied, seek me at my new abode. But for now, I bid you farewell, dogged adventurer. Not half bad. Well, so dearly did you love our game that you have sought me out again. Let us resume at once. I too have grown rather engrossed. How easily the mind unravels. Rather, I say a mind cannot be more soundly broken than when it beholds its earnest efforts laid low in a single stroke. Could you survive such despair? We shall see. Here, I have an amphora destined for Sir Moritz in Batal. Deliver it to him, but beware, it's rather fragile. I do hope your struggle will amuse.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
I'm starving, I am.
These right things could be of import.
Crack a few skulls if you want to be soft.
Go on, have a look today.
You there. You seem like a learned individual. Surely you have an interest in the mighty Sphinx depicted on yonder wall? 'Tis a beast of fearsome intellect, whose riddles have confounded some of the greatest sages in history. Indeed, 'tis said that answering its questions is but a portion of the puzzle. Should the day come that you seek to challenge the Sphinx yourself, you would do well to look to this mural for wisdom. What in the world were you thinking, bringing me to such a place? Hold a moment. That vase. For generations now, my family has been charged with a duty to seek out this amphora. To think that it was hidden here, of all places. Is that why you brought me here? So that I might claim it? Oh, joyous day! At long last, our vigil is at an end.
Well, well. Very good. Well, well. The amphora has been delivered intact. I'd not thought you had it in you. Though I'd hoped to savor your dismay, you shall have your prize all the same.
A resounding success.
So vast is this world, and full of life. You are but one of many. Indeed, in the grand scheme, we are as distinct from one another as pebbles on a beach. Yet, what are these differences so great? If you believe so, this next task should prove exceedingly simple. I seek this man. If men are so distinct, I'm sure you'll find him in a trice.
What's all this? Gracious, perhaps you've a moment to...
So vast is this world, indeed. In the grand scheme, we are as... But are these differences so great? If you believe so, is this the man I sought? Truly? You are satisfied with your answer? Then I shall weigh its merit. To pluck a human from the faceless swarm is no less a challenge, yet pluck you have. And for that, I congratulate you. Another prize is yours for the taking. Though ours is a battle of wits, come, try your arm. Though he shall be your opponent, not I. However, I am not one to be amused by a simple duel. Bear this ring into battle, that I might gauge your true strength. Your mind is as strong as your arm. You have more than earned your reward. Another chest is yours to claim. Now, questions beget questions, and I have one for you. My memory fails me, you see. Remind me, and make it plain. Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, bring one here before me. Let yonder statues be your means. For every question This is your answer? Are you sure of your count? My, that's quite a number. And the correct one, no less. I see you're keeping track. Of course, your erudition shan't go unrewarded. And with that, our game comes to an end. As amusing as it has been, I shall now take my leave of you to await the next courageous soul who would test their wits against mine.
Not bad. all things considered.
You are a persistent one. Did my prizes fail to satisfy? Truly, your greed is boundless. But soon you will learn. Those who live by their greed tend to die by it. Though it is a pity. I had taken rather a liking to you. It will bring me no pleasure to spill your blood. But nor can I ignore so bold a challenge. That will do. Most impressive, I must say. I almost hope that you and I shall meet again. It has been long indeed since I was last so entertained.
A resounding success. So, this Ambrosius fellow possesses knowledge of the God's Way. Then we had best seek him out. Person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way. Could that be an unmaking arrow? Its touch brings certain death to any foe, no matter how formidable. Follow me. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous times. We live in.
You shan't hear me complain about an... I was a tad incautious in my travels this time. A horde of goblins got the better of me, if you can believe it.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Don't like this at all.
What in the world?
Only care I have is how to
Some
spend
might find
the day.
cleaning
No
peanuts
shame
a
in letting
waste
down
of
your
time.
hair now.
In the meantime, I shall endeavor to procure info.
How might I be of service?
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply would not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be... It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Hesitation bogs you down, but it needn't. Your journey's just begun. Walk it proudly, and you'll do just good.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take... You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of elven make, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of elven make, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now. Huzzah! What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. 'Tis a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself, yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubts. But the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. 'Tis all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tool so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
With the bow you gifted me in hand, I no longer dread being put to trial. I almost look forward to it.
Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous times.
I have no issue falling asleep. Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you are the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. 'Twould be best I escorted you. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next? Here at last.
You've come. Shall we be off? Follow me, and pray take care not to fall behind. One can easily lose their way here.
The sacred arbor will be a sight to behold, I am sure. Let us trust in Sir Glyndor to see us there. Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen, and it seems I was right. Please dispense with the formalities. They...
Fear not. I'll think of something.
El, alacar ilmen elote falomentarin nun fir nambawe, elelia javtolme? Nandeuin morteren ecialis, nun fir ananduine, fanamone matiene lismelto.
Isilrod vane nun lia casinque erenon. Lia fendel nar salma vi fir orne fa indelrin.
Alacarilm fionoaro osto urne.
Oh, but this one comments Elvish. Impressive. I suppose I needn't summarize my conversation with Luamir just now then, if you're now, come. The place the trial should be held is just up ahead.
Ilmen arenfanne.
The port crystal is set, but we'll have need of a ferry stone should we seek to make use of it.
The trial of archery shall be held here. I bid you wait just a moment while I prepare my entry. But I've just noticed. Where are all the custodians? They ne'er leave their posts. Could it be aught amiss?
Nenwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Martir fa nun fionor, minas vena eralote. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Kiriando anmaindor hiroth?
No. Derham? I cannot stand idly by while my sister is in peril. My friend, if e'er I've had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. There is no time. I shall mark the location of the ogre's den upon your map. Make haste. Her life hangs in the balance.
Valis harenon, hailana fear in me. Here.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
You're here, and not a moment too soon. We must find my sister and save her from the ogre's clutches.
Veninune, mormartir teel adaka, kiriandio.
Tayel ni sil arin fil. Nun morivin we alcarwa menelume. Lis anandor lutena.
Nando infa echialis, pelinolwende, sinde, soron, aiele alvekil.
Moriven fendelnar itarondo vani. Falis tulia fuenenumin, osto taralia osto telpe. Lungtene nun.
This place still has its secrets. Surely it isn't your intention to leave them undiscovered, Master?
Quite right. No sense doing things by halves.
or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Arbahat, preserve me. 'Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clutched in his fist. But there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention. The moment the ogre relinquishes my sister, I ask that you lead her to safety. I have ne'er attempted to strike a target so distant before. E'en the trial of archery does not demand such a feat. Yet, for the sake of my sister, my arrows must fly true. Pray, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our escape, and quickly.
Quickly, Master. We must carry Miss Darren to safety.
Shameful result.
We fight!
Beast can scarce stand. A well-placed shot, yanking skyward.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. It's left. Our only remaining task is to carry Miss Darren to safety and be quit of this place.
A shameful result.
Come, let us quit this.
Findelnar, El Tara, Angamar. Ne fanno mischiriandio mor elot.
Hold a moment. What's this? A way out. Let us make haste. Oh, my heart. There can be no gladder tidings in all the world. Words shall ne'er suffice to express my gratitude, friend. None of this would have been possible if you had not gifted me this bow. You are my sister's savior. I am forever in your debt.
Eteler, lea fermor Eldalia eralotte.
Findlenar.
Carilm ilmen arcael. Silfa nambawe nun calael alame. Angadur sindi. Kemenindor canian irils aldecar. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Eteler, lea fermor Eldalia eralotte. Ondvana alvekil, eteler ne anler ailame. Lungtena peli telume, ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme alcarwa? Nenwen mor aiwanon, artahir curir, morfa erando, amanda kill. Kiriando anmindor hiroth, artahir curir, morfa erando, amanda kill. Vanalin hyror soron, Sorne an fameltor. Nullis amanda kill angadur femor. Kasinke telpe nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne arta her firnis.
Finlenar. Lungdena we fear osto. My gratitude to you knows no bounds, friend. 'Twas your kindness that altered my plight as much as this bow. Not only are you my sister's savior, but mine as well. By the by, if you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I am, perhaps you might speak with my father. His experience...
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Kalael alame, karilm ilmen arkael. Aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Heror anne oya fermor, anendune falumtena, palan hiarmenran, lis fa arnefane. Elorato ala, nun mor arta her. Firnis an erumar isilrod et peller, lera aetena. Laicasar an ils findamunt in ciel. Nefanamo lis Kyriandio mor erlot. Iavstir lalasta, nun falasmir malananon, anamor lis turculion ecialis.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend you a new hairstyle or manner of face paint. Ooh, very nice indeed.
Oh, very well.
First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend you a new hairstyle. That suits you very well, I must say. Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist.
Always a pleasure.
Go on then. Tell me if you're leaving.
Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous times we live. In. Much obliged.
This won't do.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive, and 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Bakbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
What say we gather some information? We've arrived well enough. Where to next? We've arrived,
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but it isn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes, which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done, and you'd be doing me a great boon besides. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed, a beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects before sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid me in completing my sketch as best as you are able. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By all will.
Perhaps the Arisen can hold some more pressing business. Perhaps not. I'm sure there's a lot of this.
To have come through unscathed.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. The head of a Medusa, Look not into her eyes, lest a shade of her fell power yet remain.
We would do well to handle it with care. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. Would seem our fight is not yet done.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
Are we leaving already? Bother. It seems they know we're not to be trifled with.
Let them run. We need not waste our strength.
My thanks. Here you are. Reckoned I owed you something.
Perhaps you'd like my assistance with that quest. I can draw upon my experiences beyond the rift to guide you.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd show. Now, remember, you'll need to draw the fight out as long as you can. I must behold the creature from every angle if I am to coax it, lifelike, from the stone. Marvelous. Up we go then.
Let us accompany Sir Fulvio and face this griffin.
'Twould behoove us not to fall too far behind our guide.
Positively splendid.
Well, they do not make me wait over long.
Can it be? Did you use a Medusa's head just now, Arisen? Pray, show it to me. No, wait. On second thought, best not. But to think you would be in possession of such a thing. You certainly are full of surprises. I cannot thank you enough, Arisen. With this, I shall doubtless be able to chisel a griffin most glorious.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share. I wonder how Sir Fulvio's sculpture is coming along. Mayhap 'twould behoove us to pay him a visit. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
good.
Cluck, I will await you at his estate in Vernworth's noble quarter. You will attend the unveiling of my work, won't you? Join us at Clark's estate in Vernworth's noble quarter.
So... Oh, there is to be an unveiling. I'm curious to see how the sculpture turned out. Shall we attend, Master?
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
After you, Arisen. Here at last.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for joining me here at the unveiling of my collection's crowning jewel. There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to kill me should I stall another moment. Let us gaze upon the sculpture now. I haven't the words. 'Tis simply a masterpiece. I shall be honored to pass this on to future generations. Let us give a thunderous round of applause for Master Fulvio, who has granted the world an unparalleled gift. And for the good Arisen, who aided him in his noble venture.
Never have I beheld a sculpture so remarkable. Of course, 'twas your efforts that made this possible, Arisen.
Indeed. My own master and I failed to craft any plan so ingenious, and the result was markedly inferior.
'Tis a masterpiece and naught less. All of my other sculptures pale by comparison. Full glad I am to have entrusted this task to Master Fulvio, and you, of course.
Here, if you...
I can scarce believe I carved this with my own hands. Thank you, Arisen. This would not have been possible without you.
What brings you here?
You seem to be rather friendly with Captain Branso. Tell me, is he faring well? 'Tis lamentable that the captain of the late Consul's Guard should have been relegated to the garrison. But there are whispers that he was given this station in reprisal for an unthinking petition he made to Her Grace. Ever since Thesa's faction seized power within the palace, her detractors have found themselves shunted into a corner. If I were you, I'd take care not to be seen currying favor with the good captain. Thesa has eyes everywhere, it seems.
Come to think of it, in the end, we never did attend the coronation. There will be a reckoning for this. I shall not suffer others to mimic our master's powers.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Oi, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike that. You from Vermont? Bet you're as prejudiced as the rest of your lot. Well, got something you want to say, eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum in this tavern. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods, alone, that is. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into it!
I shan't let you get away. Surely you can do better than that.
That's enough.
Oi, oi, oi. I don't believe it. You took down every last one of them. Right. Well, suppose you're free to use this place as you like now. We'll give you no more trouble. So how's about a truce, eh?
You there! Hold! Ha! The coward's scarpered. As for you, here, take this. 'Tis the man's purse. Consider it reimbursement for the trouble he caused.
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
I must admit, you're quite formidable. You managed to topple the lot afore I could even move to stop them. 'Tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. I'm a sellsword, by the by. Perhaps our next meeting will be on the battlefield. I'd not say no to the chance to prove my mettle against yours.
Sir Ragnar is no ordinary man, that much is certain.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
'Tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. As I've said, I'm a sellsword. Perhaps our next meeting will be on the battlefield, eh? I'd not say no to the chance to prove my mettle against yours.
How might I be of... The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open.
You shan't hear me complain about it.
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Off we go then.
Have a look. Hoy, looking to change your vote? No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and you might even make a new discovery. Pleasure doing business.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. I have a message for you. Sir Manella would speak with you in the palace. Pray seek her out at your earliest convenience.
I'll take any chance.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Let us dispense with pleasantries and cut to the heart of the matter. Some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinia during her supplications. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin fled, gifting me a wounded arm in the process. He may seek to strike again, yet I fear I am not fit to guard the Empress as I am. And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch this villain in my stead? My deepest thanks. Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. I would use this opportunity to lure her assassin from the shadows. Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen. I trust you understand the gravity of this task.
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
The world's changing. Not sure how.
I have no issue falling. A good sleep does wonders.
At least my back's not acting up today.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
Haven't got.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recoup.
And who might? Sir Arisen. You've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life, should it come to...
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
Do you know who you're dealing with? Suppose you're all right. Who are ye supposed to be? Fie. Are they onto me? Ah, sod it!
Apprehend him at once! That man there is the assassin. Nicely done, Sir Arisen. Let us inform Sir Ermhild of what has transpired.
Oh, Your Majesty. Full glad am I to see you unharmed.
The brigand has been captured. The chaos of the past few days ought to be behind us now. We owe this outcome to you, Sir Arisen. You cannot know the depth of my gratitude.
Ah, yes, of course. Batal is in your debt, Sir Arisen. The same is true of you, Sir Manella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering your wound. Now that a measure of peace is returned to us, however, you ought to devote yourself to convalescence for a time. You may. The curative hot springs on Volcanic Island are said to be wondrous for healing. Go there to recuperate.
Very well, my lady. I shall leave presently, and return when I am fully recovered.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen.
My sincerest gratitude for protecting the Empress. Your valor will not soon be forgotten.
Thank you, Sir Arisen. Truly.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen.
Sluggards. New blood slim pickings of late.
Hail Arisen. Allow me to join you in this trial.
Isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted. I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Though we may not die in battle, it's a far cry from being fixed.
To think I'd be caught unawares.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It's a painful reminder that fortune will not always favour us. Thought not quite right about that dragon.
And what say we ponder that after we fell it?
Indeed. Our best bet is to throw the sum of our might against it. Feast your eyes on this!
Mind fluid sprays will do more than stings.
Strike the growth. There there's a chance to recover.
Right, partner. We might not have to do this twice.
Moment of victory in the hand. Let us finish this.
We must spare no effort against this foe. Let it be somewhat difficult.
Still enjoys being struck on those ropes. Our target then is clear.
Very well, if I must.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Have I not given you enough? What more would you ask of me? Aye. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own, a patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. Aye, good luck to you. For so long as we are united in our resolve to slay the dragon, you shall have my aid.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Do take care on the road, sir.
You shan't hear me complain about an early... A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermin. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
We've been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnall from the tavern. Now two parties ask our aid. Which is the more deserving?
The right to decide is yours alone, Master.
you would betray me? Have you lost all sense?
You believe me then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
Whatever choice you make, Arisen, I'm sure it will be the right one. Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
We meet again. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? Time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life. Though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But it wasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen True. What? You are the Arisen? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.